Well, everybody is abuzz right now about the post office. Big announcement that it is scrapping Saturday mail delivery, regular mail delivery, starting in August.
Yes, it's a move to save money, but millions of Americans are worried that the change will mean that they will have to wait for money that they need to make ends meet. News 13's David Romero is live at the main post office in downtown Albuquerque with details. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Well, you know, one of those concerned groups, as you mentioned, could be senior citizens. Now, we sat down and spoke with some of them yesterday as to how this will affect them, and there was some mixed reaction on that. And of course, the U.S. Postal Service announced yesterday that starting the week of August 5th, they will cut Saturday mail deliveries. However, they will still deliver packages. Now, for some, that means a possible delay for important things like a Social Security check, which now they may not receive until Monday. And that doesn't even take into account if there's a holiday on the following Monday, which of course would delay it another day. This sparked a big discussion at the Barelas Senior Center after the post office announcement yesterday morning.
It's a decision that's already been made, and so we just have to try to adjust and see in each individual case, you know, when's my check going to come or who or what. And that's what really happens in that situation, I think.
Now, Mr. Turrieta, the gentleman we spoke there with in that interview, says he teaches a computer class at the Barelas Senior Center, and in that class, the course teaches the senior citizens who take it to kind of focus on better ways to make their life easier. One of those conveniences is, of course, a direct deposit, which may save them any trouble in not receiving that check or getting the money into their account on time because of this new delay coming up in mail service. Back to you.
Not surprised. A lot of folks not happy about this. All right, David, again, this takes effect in August. The post office says it will save $2 billion a year by not delivering mail on Saturdays.
If you need a job, listen to this. Home Depot is hiring 375 seasonal workers in the metro area to get ready for the spring rush. And it says many of those jobs that are temporary could very well become permanent. You can find out more and how to apply. Just go to KRQE.com, click on News Links. And good news this morning from Sandia National Labs. It says it looks like the economy is doing well enough that it may not have to lay people off, even with federal budget cuts. Labs president says managers are tightening budgets, and even though they don't know what exactly will happen with federal funding in the future, they don't plan to lay anyone off. However, the Albuquerque Journal does say that Sandia Labs may cut back on hiring. And in just a few hours, the Air Force Nuclear Weapons Center that's at Kirtland's base is getting a new leader.
Brigadier General Sandra Finan is taking over for Major General Garrett Herrenkack. Ms. Finan is coming from the Department of Energy. She's been with the Air Force for more than 30 years. Deputies in Rio Arriba County are in the midst of a schedule change to provide more protection from the problem-plagued area. Sheriff Tommy Rodella is allowing deputies to remain on the clock until midnight. Since September, they've been scheduled to get off at 8 p.m. The reason? The sheriff has just 25 deputies to cover one of New Mexico's biggest counties. He's asking for money to hire 3 more deputies.
In just a few hours, we should find out if one of the 4 doctors in the whole country who openly performs late-term abortions will be disciplined by the New Mexico Medical Board. This all comes from a case 2 years ago where a woman in New York came to Albuquerque for a late-term abortion after learning her baby had severe brain abnormalities. That woman was almost 9 months pregnant at the time when Dr. Shelly Sella performed the abortion in the clinic. Now, during it, the mother's uterus ruptured and she was rushed to the hospital. The medical board is looking at whether the procedure, the abortion, should have been done in a hospital to begin with because it was so risky. A warning now about a ripoff scheme that is going around Albuquerque as we speak. Investigators say conmen from Jamaica are preying on elderly women, and one of them almost fell for it. They called her and said she'd won a car and $3 million, and all she had to do, yeah, you guessed it, was just pay tax on this. So the woman went to the bank to get the money, but when a teller and a manager heard her story, thankfully they stopped her just in time. Police say the con men try to seem local by looking at pictures of these women's houses on Google Earth.
The guys came to your home today and they saw a cheap-looking house in a square, you know, a roundabout with a pinkish-looking house with a urban-looking.
Investigators even say in some of these cases, if you call the con men back, you'll get charged $50 on your phone bill.
Santa Fe police are looking for whoever shot out the windows of more than 20 businesses. One of those businesses has been in the news recently after a string of burglaries. Owners of the shop, a Christmas store, found 2 of their windows shattered Tuesday. Officials say the vandals used a BB gun to shoot out the windows. It happened along Cerrillos Road, causing thousands of dollars worth of damage to 7 different businesses. Last week, someone broke into the shop, a Christmas store, and stole Star Wars themed lights. Police are reviewing surveillance video from the area, but so far, no leads. A Hatch teacher is missing this morning. The superintendent of Hatch Valley Public Schools says John Johnson, who goes by Jake, was last seen Sunday morning. He hasn't been in class since, and he hasn't called in sick. Johnson reportedly suffered a head injury in an accident last month, and his family is afraid he might not have fully recovered. His colleagues say that he likes to go to the mountains near Silver City and the Arizona border area. Call police if you have any information of his whereabouts. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, hope for a happy ending there.
All right.